Hello YouTube, this is Romeo here, and I am about to do a review and assembly of the new Glock 45 MOS 9mm handgun. It's in this box, brand new. We have the Trijicon RMR Type 2 and some True Glow tritium night sights. These are going to be the suppressor sights here. Alright, let's get right into it. Alrighty. Nice blue label gun. There she is. A brand new Glock. Nothing in the chamber. Comes with 3 mags, and this is what we're going to be dealing with for right now. That's the MOS plate adapters. Really nice gun, look at that. 19 slide, 17 frame. Awesome. You know what comes in this. If you don't, you're not a Glock fan. Not gonna go over that too much. Gonna set that aside. Alright, we got the MOA. Got the RMR here, brand new. Excellent. And start off with the sights. Gonna get those out. Set that aside. Throw those in there. Alright, let's take this apart. Point the gun in a safe direction. Squeeze the trigger. These new Glock slide releases stink. Ugh. It is. Oh, there we go. It comes out. It's new Glock barrel. Look at that. Brand new Glock barrel. Marksman Glock barrel. And here's your slide. Okay. Alright. So I've got my Glock tool for the front sight. We're going to start the front sight first. That should pop right off. Alright. Open this up. Now, actually, let's put this on here. Put a drop of this Loctite. Just a dollop of this Loctite in there. Not too much. And then I'm gonna put this on there. This thing's all magnetized. Did I drop it? What did I just do with that? these things on. But Glock front sights are a lot easier. I'm going to do this off camera a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I gotta steady this thing a little bit, and I gotta be able to steady this, hold this thing steady, and I really can't do it on camera the way I want to, but we're gonna get this thing on. And basically what you're going to do is put a drop of the Loctite on and then try to finagle this thing in there. And it is not happening the way I want it to. But I'm going to get this thing in there. In the neck. Okay, so what I ended up doing is pushing the sight up a little bit and then spinning the sight until it sets into place. So you push the sight up. So I'm pushing the sight up here. Spin this until it gets into place and then lock it down. Hopefully I'm not over tightening this thing. Still got some play in it for some reason. Okay, that's steady. Give it a little touch of a turn there. Okay, front sight's on. That feels good. A little excess Loctite coming out. That's okay. So look at that, front sight's pretty big compared to what came off. I mean, the front sight was tiny compared to this thing. Jeez, that thing is up there. All right, so we got our sight pusher tool. This is our sight pusher tool. And pretty easy to use these. I'm going to use one of these Husky tools here. I'm going to open this up. This sight tool is called sighttool.com Gen 4. Got this on eBay, I believe. Very good. This is probably the best. This is actually the best sight tool that I've ever had. Very easy to use. Very straightforward. Very universal. You can use this on, 1911s, Glocks, whatever you want to use it on. Works great. Works terrifically. I'm going to open this up here. here. Move this back. So I'm going to slide this out. Flip this around. Slide that back in. Open this up. Do it by hand. No big deal. Move this back a little bit. Okay. So, made a lot of room for the gun itself. And I put some tape around here so that the top of this won't mar any guns. Let's slide this in there. Try to straighten it. Make sure that there's going to be clearance, and there is. Alright. So I'm going to lock this back down. I'm going to straighten the gun out as I go. Straighten this gun out. You know, lock it down tight, just enough to get the slide to stay still. And there. And that's straight. Tighten this down. Tighten this down. Tighten this down. Tighten this down. Make sure it stays straight. Tighten this. And that's locking it from the bottom and from the sides, here and here. So the sides. That's the bottom. Nice and locked in. And that's not moving. Okay? Now, I'm going to go in here. And spin this bad Larry. I'm going to push that sight right out. Usually I might put a little grease there, but Glock sights are so, I mean, they're just like butter, baby. Like butter, baby. Look at that. Comes right out. Look at that sight. Gone. Spin that back. Sight's out. Gone. Okay. So, now, what I will do is, well, actually that looks pretty good, but what you do want to do, once you push that side out and it's clean, it's very clean in there. I'm gonna take some lube. Use this Battleborn Breakthrough lube. Love it because it has this needle thing here. You're gonna put just a little there. Just a little drop in there. Okay? Okay. You're gonna take your sight. And you're gonna sit it here. Move that out of the way. You're going to take your sight. That's the front of the sight. That's the back of the sight. I want to just sit this sight, get it started a little bit. Oh, it's more than half of the way there. And push this down, push it down, 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 down. Now, I do a lot of eyeball. Just eyeball it. Push this in. And now, back this off. I'm going to eyeball it a little bit. Probably going to measure it later. But that looks okay. But I'm going to push it back a little bit. You really don't know what you got until you take the gun to the range and actually zero it by shooting it. So you're really not going to know what you have. But you try to get it as close as possible. And then you're going to want to measure it a little bit if you want to. The left and right sides of the rear sight. So you're going to get that. I'm going to push it back just slightly. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. For all intents and purposes now, you know, I'm doing an eyeball thing. What you want to do is get a little ruler and maybe measure on this side and on this side of the sight to make sure it's lined up. But for interest of time, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to eyeball it and try to get it close. Let's get this out of here. Alright. And I'm not going to put Loctite on this because, like I said, you're going to want to shoot the gun at the range and see what you have. So, looks good. Looks pretty good. There you go. Change the sights. Now, I don't recommend anybody do this on their own. This is for demonstrational purposes only. You're going to want to bring your gun to a gunsmith to change the sights. I'm just doing this for demonstrational purposes. So if you screw up your sights, you do something crazy, that's on you. If you want to buy one of these on eBay, that's on you. But as you can see, not that hard to change those sights. Not difficult at all. Did it pretty quickly. Got those sights changed out pretty fast. Now, there is a nut screw on the rear sight right there. What you're going to want to do is pull that screw out once you get this thing definitely zeroed. Take it to the range, put it on a bench, squeeze the trigger, see point of impact, point of aim, point of impact. Make sure you got it nice and zeroed. You're going to pull that nut out. You're going to put some Loctite in there, put the nut back in, put Loctite here and here. Just a little bit. And then that'll be it. The front has Loctite on it already. Because of these Glock front sights, you don't have to, you know, that's going to help you zero it anyway. Because the front sight goes through the underneath, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing about Glocks, that the front sight is always zeroed. You just put that front sight on, you know it's zero. You know that's where the front sight goes. And you can use the front sight to zero the rear sight, which is what I'm doing, just kind of eyeballing it. Just kind of making sure that it looks good. I'll measure it later, but in the interest of time, I'm not going to do that now. Get this sights out of the way. And pick this bad boy up. And this looks like a star pattern. Star pattern here. Okay. This is a good setup for anyone who wants to, you know, work on guns. You get a little tool set like this so that you always have the right tool for the job. Doesn't matter if they put it in the kit or what they're doing, doesn't matter at all to me, because I got the right tool. And we're going to pull this bad Larry off. And, I think I'm going to want to clean that up a little bit. So, I'm gonna grab a patch, get some gun cleaner, a little bit of gun cleaner, nothing special. Just a little gun cleaner, on the gun cleaner. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll use this stuff here. Maybe I should use stuff. Gonna use some of this bad Larry right here. Just a little bit, not much. Just a little tap on here. I'm just going to clean this off a little bit. Clean that up. And it's clean, you don't see anything on there. Alright, so plate cover. Probably going to put that back inside. You're going to need number 2. So that's going to be this one for my RMR. So I'm going to need number 2. Now, I also ordered, I don't have it on me, but I also ordered the Trijicon Glock set, and that should be coming, and it basically has a covering for the RMR, and it also has the screws. So I'm going to need a couple of these screws here. Two of these screws, if I can ever get them out of the gosh darn plastic. Alright, one screw there. One screw there. Okay. Alright, so star pattern also. Oh, not that star pattern. This star pattern. So let's go. Yeah. Drop that in there. You're going to affix the Glock plate. Now what you don't want to do is over tighten this thing. So don't want to over tighten it, don't want to cross thread it. So it says Loctite on them. So we're going to get these down in there. These down. Going in nice. Going in there real nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Woo-wee. Oh, yeah. Got that out. Gonna need this, and gonna need this. Okay, all the rest of that stuff is just literature, stuff like that. Oh yeah. So we're gonna pop this out. It's a battery. And I believe it goes in this way. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, so since I don't know anything about these RMRs, how about I look at the instructions really quick. Alright, which way does the battery go in? RMR. Alright. The negative is facing down. So that's what it's saying. So facing down is marked on the contact. Sliding the battery into place front to rear. So you slide the battery in like that, and that should do it. And oh yeah, it is the red dot. It's on. Red dot is on. Okay. So then we're gonna take this red dot and see with the kit this would be covered. Okay, so we're gonna put this red dot on there. Screws come out. I don't know if these screws are the right length though. That's the only dilemma. And screws go there. See if the, yep, there we go. I like using this tool better because it's just handier. Let's see, I don't know if this is too long. Looks like it's sticking up. That's the problem with these screws that come with it, is that they stick up a little bit. And the Glock kit would have them more flush. See, that's, I don't know if that's how it's supposed to go. Hold on, this thing is not going on properly. No, it's not going in right. Let's see if these work. Actually, these ones are working better than those. The ones that come with the Glock are actually working better. So the Glock screws that come in here are the ones that you're gonna use. Those long ones that come with the RMR, they just don't work. I will also be waiting for the actual plate that comes with the Trijicon mounting kit. But these screws that come with the Trijicon don't work. So I'm using the screws that came with the Glock, the actual Glock. So, and that works. There we go. It is mounted. And that is secure. And that RMR is working. It is on. It is on. So, this goes back in. This goes back on. And there you got it. There's your Glock 45 MOS with the Trijicon mounted. You saw how that went. It's the first time I've ever purchased an RMR. First time that I've ever put on these types of sights. Put on sights before, but not these type. And you can co-witness. You can see, you can co-witness the rear sight and the front sight. You can see how that looks. It only has a little bit of lip right there. And you see how that goes right there. Wow, what a nice, pretty gun. I mean, that is beautiful. That is just stunning right there. Excellent. Look at that. Look through there. You might be able to see the red. Maybe not, but definitely see how the front and rear sights co-witness. Yeah, you do see the red dot there a little bit. If I kick it up high, there you go. That's how that looks right there. Excellent gun. Front serrations, very aggressive rear serrations. You don't have that stupid cutout here, flared out magwell. Awesome. I mean, this is just awesome. Absolutely awesome. And it didn't take long. Didn't take long to get all these parts on. Didn't take a long time at all. Had a little trouble with the Trijicon mounting screws, but figure that out pretty quick. Throw that stuff back in there. Don't need any of that. Look through some of that later on. Alright, so we can put this back together like that. Get this out of the way. Get this stuff out of the way. Alrighty. And like I said, this is a really good little set here to have. This little set right here. A lot of different tools in here. A lot of different screw heads. An extension thing there. You got the handle here. Picked this up, I believe, at Walmart. Hyper Tough 44 piece precision screwdriver bit set. Alright, very, very good tool. Excellent tool. I like using that thing. This I'm gonna hold on to. Throw it back in here. Yeah. Hold on to that. I'm gonna throw these bad Larrys back in here. Get that in there. Put this screw back in here. Spare parts, spare parts. Got some spare parts. that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Slide this back in here. I don't know how I'm gonna. Used with Gen 4 Glocks. So I don't know where this came from. Throw that in there. Okay. Just pop that there. And pop this open. Put that back in there. Okay, so yeah. So we're all set here. Putting everything back together, back in its place, so that you don't lose any parts that you might need later, or any of that. And you got your Trijicon RMR, your Glock, Tritium Pro handgun night sights. All right. And I think we're all done. Excellent. See you next time. This is Romeo, and I am Oscar Uniform Tango.